whether it's no active talks with Zadarius Smith, to him not being able to answer the Super Bowl question. You know, last year it was very chesty, very Super Bowl or bust. David, I think the question you're asking is Brad Holmes starting to rub you the wrong way as a Lions fan? Is that where you're at?
That's exactly where I'm at. And it pains me that I'm more angry than some of these Lions fans, because when you look at the structure of the roster, when you only have 3 defensive ends, and then he gets asked about it in the press conference, and he says, well, what do you mean? It's just like, come on now.
It did, David. It felt very much like when we asked back in the summer about, are you going to go get somebody opposite of Aiden? Why? We have Aiden. All you need is one. How many teams have more than – nobody has 2. We got 1. It's almost like condescending when he says something. And the other thing –
It's not almost like.
And when I listen to this press conference, Mike, hey, guys, correct me if I'm wrong. When Brad Holmes feels good about something, he lets you know, right? He told you that Isaac Tesla, how great he felt about this pick, and he goes on and on. And when he re-signed all his players, he goes on and on. But when you asked about the Super Bowl, he didn't have that same passion. I've seen this man have passion in things he believes in. I didn't get that passion when that Super Bowl question. That, to me, that's troubling.
All right, David, give it a little time to breathe, too. And you might just be a little too close to it. I mean, I'm not sitting here telling you I enjoy listening to him. I also don't need him playing dress up at the draft. I don't need the receipt segments. I don't need any of it. Just win. I thought Jim and John did their level best in an interview. It's why I don't think interviews in 2025 are worth a damn. And, is it like this in other markets? Okay. You know what? Here's a market it's not like this. Kansas City. They have rings. Okay?
Yeah.
Hey, you know where it's like, Brad? You know where it's exactly like this? Philadelphia. And they have rings. What you haven't even been there. So it's the idea that if you don't think you're going to get asked about, hey, we only have 3 edge guys and one of them's only started 3 games in 2 years. Any interest in X? Yeah, I could do without the whole, why are you asking me about that? I didn't ask you for your opinion on the Pythagorean theorem. I asked for, why is it this way? And if you don't want to answer those questions, don't do the press conference. That would just be my general viewpoint.
Because if you're confident in what you have, and that's why there's no other moves, just say it. Just say that.
David, I'm with you. I've seen this man when he's confident about something, and he lets you know. I mean, he says it with his chest. Absolutely, this, that. It's like, well, we're looking for the best person, and it's like, Brad, these aren't tough questions.
Here's an idea.
These aren't that difficult.
Here's what you wouldn't have the ability to do. And again, it's why interviews and press conferences now, not 15, 20 years ago. Now it's so PR'd, and teams have their own writers and websites. It's pointless. But you go, okay, Brad, all right, so the 53rd, you want to be flexible. And give me the last 20 guys on the roster. Are any of them better than Zadarius Smith? Do any of them play a more important position? See, it's an indefensible position. Now, if they don't like Zadarius Smith or he did something to rub them the wrong way, you just come out and say, here's the deal, guys. You know what? We're not going behind the curtain on everything, but we don't feel Zadarius is going to be a good fit for us this year, okay? And that's as far as I'm going with it. Wish him all the luck in the world. We're just not going there. The whole point is, don't sell me that you'd rather have an empty roster spot to do what? Play around with somebody else's practice squad fodder? Mm-hmm. Versus add a guy that you brought here. He had 9.5 sacks. And by the way, it doesn't take anyone's job. Whether it's Marcus Davenport, Alquindin Muhammad, or Aiden Hutchinson, you know what you're actually giving them? Support. You know what you're actually doing? You're making Aiden better. And if you don't want Zadarius, go get Clowney. You don't want Clowney. I don't understand the theory of a Super Bowl team only going into the year with 3 edges. One of them's a mediocre NFL player. One of them can't stay healthy, and the other's a superstar. Okay. But, yeah, hey, guys, if you think David's gone too far, go ahead. Slap David around a little bit. I'm here for it. 248-539-9797. David, what did the ticket text have to say?
Is it as simple as last year? He was very outspoken about winning the Super Bowl and functionally got his butt kicked. So now he's hedging himself a little bit.
Okay.
Someone else says, We're not dumb, Brad. 3 edge rushers, especially considering one is an off-injured one, another is always injured, is not enough. So what's the plan? This one from Richard. I really don't know what I've heard. I guess I have to hear it again, but it seemed like more evasive talk. LMAO, I'm sorry. Anyone who is being rubbed the wrong way by Brad Holmes is a moron. Please stop.
Why? Provide reasons. And remember, you're the one texting a radio show. Mm-hmm. So just throwing that out there.
Same number you text, just call.
I'm sorry to take you out of the courtroom while you were texting us.
We'll put you to the top.
Like if you're gonna call people names, can you provide a reason? That would just be favorable.
SS from Farmington Hill says, this feels like a bad movie. We finally have a team that feels like it's so close to the goal line, and for some odd reason, Holmes wants to spike the ball at the 5-yard line. Where are my edge rushers? Brad does not have to answer the question the way you guys want him to, so get mad. And he does that on purpose.
Yeah. I hope you are you grabbing your own balls when you texted that? You think Brad's going to like dap you up, you loser? Like, here's my problem in all this. When you say that team executives don't have to answer questions, then you are essentially the same person who says politicians don't need to answer questions. People in power don't need to answer questions. Actually, you do. Right. Okay? And especially when you're a president or GM in professional sports in 2025 and you never have press availability, so then you drop from the clouds and people get a chance. No, you do. You run a multi-billion-dollar corporation. Answer the question. These aren't the launch codes. This is football.
No, I'm with you.
Good God.
No, because here's the thing. He doesn't have to answer your questions. Very simple. Then don't have a press conference.
That's right. Then just disappear again.
Because guess what happens at press conferences? The press gets to ask a question. Funny how that works.
Hey, but Rico, we've arrived at a point now is you get a lot of these people that they view the press as the enemy. Instead of the person that's up there being dishonest with you. And it's not just in the world of sports. It's in life right now.
Right. Where it used to be the press gets to hold people accountable. You said this, but you did that. Why is that? Could you explain?
I was watching America's Team last night, the Netflix doc on the Cowboys.
Oh, yeah.
I got 2 episodes into it. I mean, you should have seen the questions Jerry Jones was asked about firing Tom Landry. It was a massacre at that press conference. Is the press at fault, or were they simply asking the questions that the fans wanted to know?
Correct.
And they were unrelenting on Jerry Jones. Now, fast forward 30 years, you dare to ask about an edge rusher, get mad. He's doing it on purpose. Oh. And you're supporting that?
Yeah. Well,
that's madness.
Well, Brad came out and said, well, guys, we came out with 52 players last year, and, it worked. And okay, yeah. But, yeah, they did this before. They didn't have a full complement of players, and they went 15-2.
We're going to get to the people, and I'm interested in what you have to say. I mean, clearly David's the leader in the clubhouse about being upset. I am the wrong person because I don't like any of these people. So for me, it doesn't matter. Win and I say nice things, lose and I say mean things. This is not rocket science.
Yeah,
they're not our friends. I don't care about you. If Brad Holmes retired tomorrow because he wanted to take a hot air balloon around the globe, it would have no impact on my life. So for me, I understand where David's coming from, but it ultimately just comes down to the product on the field for me. I don't have to like or dislike somebody. I just want to win. Mm-hmm. That's it.
Yeah, I just didn't really understand the purpose of the press conference. And when listening to it today, I was like, Brad, did you want to be here?
It feels a little weird. You're right. Yeah. It feels weird. You're not wrong to say that. It felt off. Yeah. I thought Agnew gave a thoughtful answer.
Right.
Dan Campbell has sounded very thoughtful.
Right.
You're right. It sounded off.
Like we're not all on the same page here because the GM is not saying what the assistant and the head coach, they're enthusiastic. Like, yeah, we got something. And well, we got new coordinators and we're all kind of going in the same direction. And
248-539-9797. We go straight to the phones next. 97.1.